Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So this is why we didn't feel sorry for Don Robinson's situation. And people were in the comment section talking about, oh, you're just trying to bring a Black woman down, and she didn't do nothing, and she's homeless, and she's in a destitute, and da-da-da-da-da. Listen, so here's the deal. Jermaine Dupri got on the internet to comment on it because I guess people were tagging him and other celebrities to try to help her. And he gave his thoughts, in which we're going to see in a minute. But then she had time to clap back. I just want y'all to see this video.
Been thinking about it, and you said, I want to do this car life thing.
I said I did research, which is crazy. It's like it's almost like people think that I was just like thrown into car life and she's just homeless. It's not that at all. I made a choice. Like I said, I could have stayed at the hotels, or I could have worked it out even with my manager to stay with him. Like, how can we make room in your apartment? He has a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom. So it's like they saw what they wanted to see. They didn't see what I said. Like I said, they tore it apart and made certain parts like she's homeless, all this,
right.
And she's destitute and she needs money and let's help her. And I'm like, you guys, I love the ones that came from me. Like, I have a place, I have a room, an extra room. You could stay with me. I'm like, my car is right now temporarily my room, my home. But I'm building my life from here. It's like that. And somebody said, oh no, she's not homeless. Look at her nails. She got her nails. It's called polish. It's called.
And somebody also said she has an assistant. I saw Jermaine Dupri weighing in and saying, this is her choice. This is what she wants to do. She has an assistant. You're not, unhoused with an assistant.
Right, exactly. And for that comment, I was like, first of all, I've only met him once in my life, if that. I remember being around, but not directly meeting him. So I don't even think we said hello and shook hands or gave a hug. So I was shocked. Usually artist to artist don't, you know what I mean? He's a producer, but he's still an artist. We don't attack each other like that. Like you would swear that he knows me directly, like he knows my story and why. It's like, where are you coming from? It was a shock, but I'm like, some people have to just be negative. And he doesn't know my story, so he's assuming, instead of reaching out to me directly and saying, hey, I heard about your situation. What do you need? Are you okay?
And somebody else.
Now, before I move on to let you hear some of what Jermaine Dupri had to say, we're not going to go through all the slides of what he had to say. But she tried to frame it as though he was coming for her. Ma'am, you got on the internet to try to tell everybody what was going on with you. We didn't volunteer for that information. We didn't send for you. You turned your phone on and tried to be the victim on the internet, talking about your mama kicked you out. Like you had a whole story. You had the story. Nobody was checking for Dawn Robinson to try to see what was going on with her. Nobody. You had to come to the internet. The people that knew your situation was the people that knew your situation. They was right there with you. Your manager, so forth and so on. Right? So the rest of the world did not need to know your situation. They didn't need to know it. You came to the internet to provide that information. Then you want to get triggered when people have a comment about situations that you spoke on publicly. You came to the internet to tell everybody your business. And now all of a sudden it's wrong for them to talk about your business. Maybe don't put your business on the internet. And then once you hear what Jermaine had to say, we just gonna listen to a little bit of it. Because I don't see nothing he said wrong.
It was her choice to be in the car. I saw somebody send a message to say, Jermaine, Monica, all of y'all, can y'all put some money together to help Dawn out? From my understanding, for her to speak on it the way she spoke on it, she was basically saying that she saw other people living in their vans, living in RVs, and she welcomed the idea of doing this. Somebody said her choice or limited options. Having an assistant is not something that you should even think about if you don't have no money, right? And I'm bringing this up because Dawn, when she was telling the story in her car today about her living in her car for the last 3 years, she said, I was telling my assistant. And when she said that, I said, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It changed my whole vibe of what I was watching because it was her choice.
Now, what did he say wrong? He basically repeated what she just said. It was my choice to do. She just said on the interview with Angela Yee that we just saw in a room, mind you. So she went and rented a hotel room or an Airbnb or wherever she was conducting this interview. It was not in her car or what have you. Girl, the way you booked an Airbnb to get in this interview. And she just said it out of her mouth. I made a choice. I did the research. I did and I do have an assistant and I'm not just destitute. Okay, so you're not destitute. So all he did was repeat that. He said that. That's what he said. It sounded like to him when he listened to her that she wanted to be in that situation for whatever reason. And basically he was like, once I heard you had an assistant, there was no need for us to come to your rescue. You don't need to be rescued. You're where you want to be. So rescue you from what? Save you from what? Help you out of what? A situation you want to be in? So how you mad at him for basically restating everything you just said? And this is how we know she was the problem. She where she want to be. This is why I wasn't super sympathetic on the last video that we talked about this. I wasn't super sympathetic about that because, ma'am, she want to be places where she don't really got to have no accountability, and this gives her the freedom or whatever to do what she want to do. She ain't got to answer nobody, talk to nobody. Fine. She grown, almost old. She can do that if that's what she want to do, and nobody needs to go help her. She can help herself. Whenever she want to go get an apartment, I'm pretty sure she can go do that. She doesn't want to do that. So whose responsibility is it? Hers. And ain't nobody got to feel no type of way. She doing what she want to do. I didn't see nothing he said wrong. So she clapping back at what? The truth? Because he peeped it when you said it before you could say it? Girl, ain't nobody trying to hear that stuff. Listen, jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, the Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.